whipped in anything until you believe you are. And if you believe you're whipped tonight, you might as well leave. If you don't, you can be very, very successful with this company. I'm so proud to see it. We would go in, Wilbur Smith and I used to go into a town to market this, and we'd have to be sure there's some attorney in the town that would take it. So we'd have to go around interviewing them before we sold it to be sure that once we sold it, somebody there would take it. And you know, you could, just think about this, the great service we had. You could go talk to an attorney for 30 minutes. If you was real good, you only had to wait 3 months to talk to him about the same subject to you. If you wanted a will made, you could get the first 30 minutes, pay for the rest, or do it every 90 days. Every 90 days. What do you think about how would you like to have that? It's a great company now. I'm amazed at the technology. I'm not very smart on technology, but I tell you what, I've made enough money to hire people that is.
Right.
You know, I think what makes a good leader, and I'd like to cut up Darnell, because Darnell is a great leader, regardless of the way he treats you. And I will be filing a discrimination charge against him.
So, Mr. Workhouser, let me ask you a question. What keeps you going? Because when you've been in the business for a very long time, sometimes, you know, the enthusiasm can wear off, unless there's something deeper than just a paycheck. So I'm imagining for you gentlemen to stay so excited and passionate and have so much conviction for such a long period of time. There must be something within you that drives you to continue on marketing Legalshield, touching lives, building teams. What would that be?
Well, first of all, I've experienced failure in my life, and when I failed, it was a horrible feeling. So I hate to fail, having tasted it. Any of us that were around Mr. Stonecipher got the energy that we would have an RVP meeting before a convention, and I remember one especially in Dallas where he started. He said, if you can't be early, can't be on time, you got to be early, otherwise you couldn't get in. And he would do the meeting, lasted all day. And he put every ounce of energy he had into it. And I think all those years of being around him, and then being in the business with my former partner, Don Wiggum, I got a lot of energy put into me. But just never quit. Awesome. Never quit. In spite of whatever, never quit. We're going to make it. We're going to succeed.
Yeah.
You know, as I really think about that, Darnell, what was that question again?
So what keeps you motivated? And perhaps
Ken Moore. Yeah, but I figured that y'all figured one of us would probably pass away while we was up here as old. You know, let me tell you something. How many of y'all ever played beat the Jackie to the banky? Seriously. How many of y'all had more month than money? Seriously. How many of y'all ever went to a restaurant with another couple, and when you went to the cash register, you hope they got there first? You know, Darnell, the main thing about this thing is you write your own paycheck.
That's right.
I never will forget one time, and back when Randy Harper said, Mary said, boy, the money's good. And he said, if you want more, write more business.
Yep.
I mean, you write your own future. And, you know, people tell me they don't, you know, they start making excuses to me. I said, well, you need to find something else to do. There's no excuse.
That's right.
You know, I read a thing that talked about the bird sitting on a limb. And he said, you know, he didn't care if the limb broke because he depended on his wings. And the thing of it, if that limb broke, he could still fly off. And I'm going to tell you something with Legalshield. We can still fly off.
That's right.
Because this company is our branch, and they have given us wings. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If you can't make it with this company, don't try nothing else. soul with my car parked outside. And I've tried the diet program. I've done everything that, you look at it, Darnell. But you know what's most sincere about this company that you need to realize? You pay a very small fee to get in with a great big return. And that's the greatest thing about our company. And you know what really surprises me is we hadn't made enough noise in this crowd right here that they even know we're in Las Vegas.
Said something good.
So before, look, the interviewer is supposed to actually direct the interviewees. Now they walk up to the interviewer and let me tell you what you'd be asking me next. This is what you should have asked.
I just told him I went to the lingerie show yesterday, got my socks.
Right. Oh no.
Okay, I have one more question. We have to end. So, Mr. Moore, when you're in our industry for a long time, you see a lot happen. And Mr. King touched on it a little bit. And you see people come, you see people go, you see people come back and try to exploit the relationships they've had. But I know in the conversations you and I have had, the thing I've really enjoyed about our conversation was your feeling on integrity,
Yes.
and character, and meaning what you say.
That's right.
Can you touch on that? Because, I think it's important that we understand the leadership we have here. It's easy to take for granted the quality of leadership we have with Legalshield. And sometimes people think that leadership exists other places. And I would submit there's not many quality leaders in our industry like you have here at Legalshield.
Right.
We have the best.
That's right.
So, Mr. Moore,
I want to answer